Do you think Jed York is involved with this stuff? Do you think he expresses his opinion on Trey Lance and the investment he's made? Do you think that plays
Yes.
a part?
This
Yeah.
is, I think, when you talk about the number 3 pick in the draft, a quarterback who's supposed to be a franchise quarterback, someone you traded 3 years worth of first round picks to acquire. Yes, that's an organizational decision. Jed was involved, and we've heard him talk about this. He said stuff like, I have no problem with Kyle sitting Trey Lance for 2 years. That's no problem. He didn't say 3, and I think from his perspective, like, he's invested a ton in Trey Lance, picks, money. I mean, Trey Lance has $25 million cash from Jed York already. And I think Jed's already said, I'll be patient, you know what I mean? But the whole idea is that this pays off eventually. And you're just going to trade him after all that and get rid of him without giving him a chance. I think from Jed's perspective, after all the investment he's made, he would like to see a little of Trey on the field before they just pull the plug. Wouldn't that make sense?
So I think what I told
25 million sunk cost.
So what I told Jesse is I think he probably feels that way, but is he bold enough to express it? That's what I'm wondering. Is he really going to be like, Kyle, I need to see, I don't know if he's got the balls for that. Excuse my language, but I don't know.
What he could do is if Kyle says, I want to trade Trey, Jed could drag his feet. I don't like that deal. We're not getting enough back.
Yeah.
If it's all the same, why don't we not do that? I mean, like, what are you getting for Trey right now? Coming off an injury, hasn't even shown he's healthy, hasn't done much the last 2 years. It's not an all-time low. So it's arguable. It's arguable what you'd even get back if it's worth it. From Jed's perspective, what might be worth it is actually getting some type of return on his investment that's more than, a third-round pick after 2 years and $25 million.
Yeah. And this is why I keep saying, a lot of people, I think Kyle's really down on Trey Lance, but this is why I think that they want Trey Lance to work out. Jed York wants him to work out because of the investment made. Kyle Shanahan wants him to work out because of
course,
he's the guy. They went out and picked him. They've spent all this draft capital. So I think Trey Lance is going to definitely have every opportunity this year because of those investments.
Agreed.
And because Kyle Shanahan and Jed York want it to work. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's one thing to say, like, we hit on Brock Purdy, so it suddenly doesn't matter what we have in Trey Lance. Well, it was looking that way, but then Brock Purdy got hurt too. So again, you don't know what you have in Brock Purdy. Let's call him Brock Purdy 2.0 from now on. Because Brock Purdy 1.0 is in the past. You don't know what you have from Brock Purdy 2.0. You don't know what you have from Trey Lance 2.0. You never knew what you had in Trey Lance 1.0. You can't really trade him yet unless Jed York says, I don't care. Go ahead. Bring in Kirk Cousins. I trust you. I don't see that happening.
No, I don't see it. I think he definitely probably feels the way you're talking about. I just don't know how much he's
Vocally
willing to express it. Yeah, how vocal he's going to be about it.
But even if he doesn't feel comfortable in expressing it, he can still be an impediment to trading Trey. Yeah. Even if he doesn't come out and say why, he can say, Kyle, man, we're only getting a third.
We got to see what we can.
We're only getting a third. We only got to see what we can get from him. And if the solution is, hey, we're going to get rid of Trey because we're bringing in Kirk Cousins, Kyle, that would be less popular than if you had drafted Mac Jones. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Then we're going right back to where we were 2 years ago and why you couldn't draft Mac Jones. Like, do you want to go there? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Jed was one of the ones that talked Kyle out of drafting Mac Jones. Dude, it's not good for the organization. Is there anyone else? Yeah. So the Jed factor is legit. It'd be interesting to see. Obviously, he's not going to come out as strong as he did with Harbaugh 10 years ago.
Right.
But it's still his team. And I think he signed off on this to begin with. And he has said stuff like 2 years. Okay, it's over.
Yeah, I mean, Kirk is. Yeah, no, I would be a little depressed if our limit is Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
Corey Wiggs says, do we know they chose Darnold and not Mariota? Could Mariota have said, I'd rather be a number 2 instead of number 3? Let's face it, if no one is traded, the number 3 will be holding a clipboard on game days. No, there's going to be a new rule that you can suit up 3 quarterbacks this year, most likely. They're getting the same amount of money, and we don't even know that the Niners were interested in Mariota. So, I don't know, Corey. We don't know any of that. But good question. Mike McGlinchey, prediction when Kyle leaves, writes book, blames QB. I'd love to know what Kyle Shanahan calls his autobiography.
And which quarterback? Which quarterback is he blaming? Yeah.
All of them. Blame all the quarterbacks.
Yeah.
All right, it's noon, guys. Thank you for watching the show. I'll be back today at 3 with Larry Krueger. What are you doing the rest of the week?
Oh, man, I think I'm going on with Larry on Thursday. I got a show with you. You're going to be on tomorrow, along with Emmy-nominated actor Cameron Britton, who's a 49ers fan. We just hit 3K.
Hey,
Yeah, we just hit 3K on my channel. So
congrats.
please come and subscribe. Thanks, Grant, for all your help. Yeah, helping me get there. Grant will be
Absolutely.
on tomorrow at 10 o'clock a.m.
10 o'clock. I'm going to be there.
Yeah.
Check me out on Ryan's channel. Go like, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you guys. Oh, I skipped Jimmy. Hold on. I skipped one. I got you, Jimmy. I skipped one. Oh, I did. My bad. If Lance won all those 4 games as well as Purdy did, would there even be a competition between them right now? No. Which is why, again, the only reason I think that I don't think there would be a competition this offseason if Brock were healthy. What he did, you can't trump that in a practice. But he's not there. He's hurt. He's Brock 2.0 now. So we're going to have to see we don't know who gives the Niners the best chance to win. We'll have to see what Brock 2.0 looks like.
Yeah.
And Trey 2.0.